looks like it's working. Okay. It's already working. I already saw it. Okay, it looks like we're in business again. Okay, let's get rid of this text. Where's that? This will make us be louder. Yeah, you're a little bit. Because I didn't do that. There we go. Okay. We're just gonna keep playing with the mic. Ain't no big deal. We're gonna turn it down even more because I see it's loud. Yay! Okay. Let's try again. We're doing swell. This is our comeback stream until I finally get another video. Of course, everything in the world has to possibly go wrong. Wouldn't expect any less. Right, Grant? Alright. So, I'm sure my mic didn't pick up anything for them introducing the starters. And I have no idea. I had no idea which one I was picking because I think the monkey's the cutest one, don't you think? The monkey base starter. The base starter for the monkey has to be the cutest one. But I had no idea what they evolved into, so I looked it up while my mic was not working, and after we did all of the while we were fixing it, and my literal reaction to every single one was, well, the bunny is, I didn't know we were getting Sonic all up in here. The monkey was, I thought we had a gorilla last gen. And the water was literally, what the fuck is this?
It was like some kind of weird, wacky,
Yeah, the water one was literally, what the fuck is this? By Dr. Seuss. And I am honestly surprised that they decided to keep them all as just pure grass, fire, and water type starters. This already is getting a thumbs down in my book. And I'm gonna go with Score Bunny because I'd rather have a Sonic character on my team than a generic ape and a what the fuck is this shit by Dr. Seuss. I know what I'm gonna name it. How do you spell Klonoa?
Have you ever even played a Klonoa?
No.
You're missing out.
I want to, but they're expensive. Klonoa.
You can play the Game Boy one.
You didn't listen to me.
Starts with a K.
Klonoa.
It's a K.
Shut up! No. Okay, there we go.
Can I guess?
Sure.
K-L-A.
You're already wrong. Oh wait, no. You said KL, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A.
Nope.
Okay. No. That was my second guess.
Klonoa! I didn't pay attention if it was a boy or a girl. I will actually be sad if I got a girl starter for once. Oh, but look at how cute the monkey is over there.
What, really?
Yeah, they've been doing that for the past couple of games.
Yeah, I know last game they did.
I'm aiming to be the next champion, so be ready. You and I'll be doing some serious... Oh, that was you on the garbage can?
What?
Oh my god! The monkey is fucking cute. Until it's evolutionary. I don't know what the middle ones evolve into. I didn't pay attention to that. Because the only one that matters is the final evolution. Stop doing that, please. So the two of you can battle and train and grow strong together. To try to reach me. Oh, that's so sad. He looked so sad for a minute, like, wait till I get picked.
Oh,
In fact, that's what he looks like.
Stop! You're making my heart hurt.
Oh. All right, enough of all this trainer nonsense. I'm gonna switch back to the computer for a second just to turn down the mic on the stream, because you know it can be a little bit loud. We go with that's good. That looks good. I hope. Go. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's good. We're gonna go with yes. Let me restart this. Oh, okay, never mind. Yep, these are good things. Well, what's this? I think it'll automatically reconnect on Twitch. But double check this. Oh, nope, yep, okay. Can you even hear me on Twitch? And once again, don't hear anything. I think it's your computer. Oh. Recording. Oh, okay. Maybe. Well, no. It seems. I don't know. We'll just be yelling, I guess. Because yelling is better than not hearing it. Oh, they changed the music. Of course I have Lee. Tabby's made fast friends with her Klonoa. Then listen up, new trainers. Believe in yourself and your Pokemon.
They say Konoha.
You know, but I'm gonna start calling it Klonoa instead of Spore Bunny. If you trust in one another and carry on battling side by side long enough, then someday you might even become worthy rivals for me, the unbeatable champion. Shut up! Someone's ego is huge. What are you looking at her for, Lee? I'm the one who will be coming to challenge you. I don't know words. If you think Tabby might be able to challenge you, then I guess she's my first rival. But I'm not planning to lose to her and miss out on my chance to beat the unbeatable champion. Just having a Pokemon with you doesn't make you a real trainer, you know. Proper trainers raise their Pokemon up to be first rate in battle too. Oh, and you think you're worthy of calling yourself such a proper trainer already, Hop? Guess I'll be the judge of that. Let's see how you can handle yourself in a battle against your friend, if she's up for it. What do you say, willing and ready to take Hop on in the first ever Pokemon battle of your life? I guess. Do I have to? Believe in your partner Pokemon, and care for them too, with all your heart. Do those two things, and I'm certain you'll learn to choose the moves that suit your Pokemon. And more importantly, to have a champion time battle with them. Looks like everyone's on board. Pokemon and trainers alike. Then let's do this. I've waited every match that Lee's ever had. I've watched. I've read every book and magazine he left behind at home too. I know exactly what to do in order to win. So you're gonna lose. I am protagonist. That's not fair. He has two Pokemon. I just realized that. Oh, that's not fair. That's bold. I do have a boy, Quinoa. I'm happy now. Quinoa has 88. That's the one. Attention deficit disorder. Oh look it, I got embers, so now I can kick the monkey's butt. Oh, look at the monkey, so cute. He's by far the cutest one. Stop talking in the middle of a battle. I don't like that. Yeah, I think I heard that too. Only after the game came out, though. Oh, well, you haven't played Gen 7. I'm sorry, monkey. Yeah, he evolves into a wizard. Well, that was a shock. Guess I now know why Lee thought he should give you a Pokemon too. Your new Pokemon all fought hard. Made me almost want to let out Charizard and join in on all the fun. No, I'm glad you didn't do that. Charizard will kick our ass. Good effort out there, Quinoa. Why don't I get you all sorted? And Tabby, you've got real promise. In fact, I've got a favor to ask you. Be a real rival. Would you push him and make both of you strong? I already want to get stronger and stronger. You've seen me battle now, Lead. So come on, you've got to let me take on the Pokemon gyms. You joining the Pokemon Challenge? You think you're ready for the single greatest competition in the Galar region? Not putting the cart before the Rapidash there, little brother. If that's really what you want to do, you two have a whole lot you need to learn about Pokemon. Especially your friend Tabby, before you think about getting gym battles. Or gym badges. I like how they went back to gym badges. Best to think about getting a Pokedex. I completely forgot that they got rid of badges in 7th Gen until Adam reminded me. I was like, oh yeah, they did, didn't they?
Well, that game is forgettable, and I haven't even played it.
A trainer's Pokedex helps them learn lots of things about all the Pokemon out there, including their strengths. But it's more than just a collection of data, you know. It's a record of a trainer's love and passion of Pokemon training. I wonder what the odds are for shinies in this game. I assume it's still the 4,000 that they changed. Right, we get it. Pokedexes then. We're on it. Looks like it's off to the Pokemon Research Lab for you and me, Tabby. That's the kind of enthusiasm a trainer needs. I'll let the professor know to expect you. I'm going to be the next champion, so completing a simple Pokedex will be nothing. Just another page in the tale of my legend. You'd probably better go tell your mom that we're heading out, though. Why'd they decide to go with mom? Like, how hard was it to just change it to mom for America? That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, I could see how it would be considered Europe. The gate's open, and the Wooloo that was there. You mean your stern talking to didn't stop it? That Wooloo. I had a feeling you were gonna have one of those tonight. It was tackling the fence pretty hard earlier. You don't think it actually broke through there, do you? Then you can play with that. But it's off limits. Nobody's supposed to go in there. Nobody. This is a Pokemon. I remember the professor's granddaughter went in there once and she came back in a real state. And that was nothing compared to the earful she got from the professor afterwards. What do you say? Yeah, I want to catch the voodoo. The voodoo monster. This is the kind of scene where you simply have to do what's needed. Okay, I don't even have time to say bye to my mom. Monster. I thought we were supposed to get the super one. Oh my god. That is a straight up squirrel. There is no Pokemon here. I am fighting actual animals. So we have Tarzan, we have Sonic, and we have real life animals. This is becoming very intriguing. I don't have a Pokedex yet. I was just about to look to see if I have Pokeballs. I don't have a Pokedex yet. I'm not gonna have Pokeballs. Oh, I can crouch. Yes, there is a professor, but it can't be that Rose guy. I'm not mad at that design. You're right. Now we got Kirby going on. The name for it too. Yep, no Pokeballs. Oh, I got 3 potions. Where? Yeah. Wait, I wonder if I can pick up anything right here. Nope. You're the one that wanted to go on this adventure. Why are you held back? It looked like he just smiled, like, oh no, a Pokemon's in danger! Oh no! Real life squirrel again. Bye. Bye. I don't want to fight a real life squirrel. I know. Actually, we're not going too soon. We're not gonna be seeing them soon. I get now why this place is off limits. Oh no, his brother's gonna come and save us. Something significant is gonna happen. Okay, it's the legendary. Hello. Nice to meet you. Can I just own you now? Okay. We are going for it.
Oh, are you serious?
He's gonna
Oh
run.
shit, you could just get a Master Ball from here.
Give me a Master Ball! I want a Master Ball! I want to own it! Oh, look at its ears. It's got a missing ear. Oh, it's an illusion.
Oh.
What? The move had no effect on it? We'll go with Growl. Because that's not going to have any effect on it anyway. Bye! You just want me to hit run, don't you? Hello. It's pure whiteness. Don't eat too many. Save some for yourself.
I think what you
Aww. I'll eat them then. Of course he had to come and save us. I knew he was gonna come. How'd you manage to find your way here? Your pants with directions. What? Oh. Your shit with directions. You always get lost. Oh, that's nice to hear from the little brother who had me worried sick. I've been waiting ages for you two, and you never showed. Of course I came looking for the both of you. Wait, where's the Wooloo? We were trying to rescue that Wooloo. So all of you had fainted by the time I had found you here. You know this place is out of bounds, but it took courage to come in here all the same, and I can understand well enough why you did it. You did good, Hop, and at least that was alright. Yeah, Tabby? I thought we'd had it when... Stop eating. I thought we'd had it when that huge log started rolling in and that mad Pokemon attacked, but at least it wasn't all for nothing. Attacked by some mad Pokemon? What are you talking about, Hop? It seemed loads stronger than any Pokemon I'd seen, and it just had this sort of presence. Our moves didn't even touch it. I mean, really, they seemed to pass right through it. Your moves passed right through it. So the fearsome Pokemon, they say, live in the slumbering wheel. Are you actually illusions or something? Get strong enough and maybe the two of you could be the ones to reveal the truth someday. For now, let's simply get out of this place. You'll be all right now that I'm here with you. Even if we did get an earful from Lee, what an experience. This will make a pretty fine first page in the tale of my legend. Bye, Badoo. Bye, Munchlax. Oh, he's sleeping. Bye, Munchlax. Well, now, isn't Klonoa just a sweetheart? And yes, I heard the news from young Leon. I'm glad someone bothered to tell me. Off to Wedgeworth, aren't you? Here we are. A bit of pocket money for your journey. Buy yourself a little something at that Pokemon Center. Maybe some potions or something. Remember that Klonoa will battle to the very end for you, so don't go pushing the poor dear too hard. And you, Klonoa, look after my little tabby. Come here to rest any time that you need. After all, east or west, home is best. I like our mom. Our mom looks cool and country. Hi, Badoo! Oh, there's two Badoo! you're gonna catch me you're gonna tell me how to catch a Pokemon now. Guess I'll probably train up Grookey a bit by having it battle against the Pokemon in the tall grass. You should get yourself to the building with the purple roof and the great red and white ball. That's the Pokemon Research Lab. I should, but I noticed an item. And of course there's Wooloo. No, god damn it. What? But I can't catch it until I go to the lab still. Bye! I don't wanna fight this world. No, I don't wanna fight this world. I don't wanna fight this world. I want to, but I might steal it at some point to shiny hunt. I want to fight the Wooloo. I want to see what... Oh wait, no. I already fought a Wooloo. Never mind. I was like, I want to see what type it is. I don't know what type it is. I assume it's normal. It's gotta be normal or like grass. Wait, did I see a Pokeball? Yeah, you be scared, squirrel. I know where you hide your nuts. Oh, thank you. Yes, I think it's Is this Leon's Charizard? Oh yeah, it's gotta be. This is his family. I'm gonna explore the rest of the town if I can. Hello. Oh, it's a Pokemart! You don't have no Pokeballs. Fuck you. I feel like there's gotta be an item hidden behind that thing. I'm gonna enter this person's house now. You got a squirrel. Professor Magnolia. That sounds like a tree. You're gonna look it up? No, you're gonna play with my bag. You're gonna play with my bag. That's why you came over here. No. Got to give it to Professor Magnolia. Everything in here looks fascinating. Magnolia Market. Yep, it says Magnolia Tree. When is this cycle gonna break? Actually, I'm okay with this cycle. It's a doggy Pokemon! It's an electric doggy Pokemon! I want it! Never before seen super strong Pokemon. Ooh, I like her. She got sass. I wish you'd stop with these outlandish requests. I think her coat is giant, though. Good to see you too, Yamper. Yamper here is a real champ when it comes to helping you find your way around. He came to my rescue plenty of times back in the day when I got lost on the road. Oh yeah, and this is his trainer, Sonia. What can I say about Sonia? Well, I like the way she cooks. She makes food you can gobble down in a flash. What kind of introduction is that? Did you forget we were rivals during our gym challenge? It wasn't just Yamper helping you out, I did too. Oh, okay, so she's not the professor? Anyway, nice to meet you. Name's Sonia. I'm the professor's assistant. This is Tabby. She's a new Pokemon trainer. Set her on the right path, would you? Oh my god, I like that dog. I want that dog. What does he think I am? He's always got his head in the clouds. It's no wonder he gets lost all the time. Oh, looks like you've got a Rotom phone. Hey there, Rotom. God! Not this again. Oh no! Rotom phones are handy little things, aren't they? They've got a map and a navigation tool. That said, Leon still gets lost, so... Oh, sorry. So tell me, do you know a lot about Pokemon? Yes, I do. Well said. I'm gonna tell you anyway. In that case, I'll make it so that you can use the Pokedex on your Rotom phone. Just so you know, that Pokedex is a gift from my Gran. Could you let Gran know that you received the Pokedex? She lives in the house down along Route 2. Trainer, sorry to stop you. You just left the Pokemon lab, right? So that means you've got a Pokedex, yeah? I love talking to new trainers and giving them useful stuff. Oh good, I got another potion. But I wanted Pokeballs. Thank you. But I wanted Pokeballs. It's time to meet lots of different Pokemon and start building up a strong team. The battling strong Pokemon in the wild can lead your team in a bad way. Not to mention what battling another team will come to. Luckily you've got Pokemon Center. Luckier yet, they're dead easy to spot. They look the same wherever you go. Come on, Patty. But you've never been inside one. Level with me, Tabby. Is this your first time in a Pokemon Center? Then I don't think you need me to tell you what you already know. If you two kids are Pokemon trainers, you might want to buy some potions before you head out. I have so many! Excuse me? The Rotom. There's also the box. What? What? You can change your Pokemon's name at any one. There's a Rotom. That's also the PC box right there. right there behind the red-headed dude. 2, I guess you can change your Pokemon's name at any Pokemon Center. Because look at this guy's here. It says rate a nickname, remember a move, and forget a move. And then look at, he has like an Audino clone right next to him. That's all I wanted to tell you. Yeah, look at, this is Rotom. Rotom, I guess Rotom's gonna have different forms, maybe? Can I buy Pokeballs here? No, I can't. I hate you. I like the way they heal these Pokemons. Let me check to make sure everything is going right on the stream real quick. It appears that that is a yes. Princess born in SCP. Oh, hello. Do you want me to tell you your... Yeah, sure. Okay, in that case, you can tell me the month you were born? Yes, I was born in January. Next, I need to know what day you were born. I was born January 4th. So your birthday? Your birthday are going to be super duper lucky. You might even run into a legendary Pokemon, or maybe not. So anyway, see you later. Okay, it's generic. Take care. I want someone to give me Pokeballs. I don't want to give you. But not a Pokeball. Oh, you can change your character in this? Yes, please. I'm not gonna be able to afford anything. Oh. Because let's just reset that I already have. Okay. Let's see what kind of clothes they have. Oh, wow. 31 monies? Okay. Okay, I have a dress on. I don't want to. For a little bit because I can, and I like that. I'm just gonna do it. Myself left. And I put it on, so we're gonna quickly put it on. There we go. Oh yeah, that makes me happy. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that whole save thing. Okay. I look very dark. So I think I'm gonna go back in here, change my hoodie. Yeah, that's okay for now. Yep, we're gonna go with this for now. Alright, now let's get out of here. You must want to try your hand at the game time, right? Yeah, it's just gym battle. I already know. The trainers can battle it out for the right Challenge of Champions. The trick is that you've got to be endorsed if you want to take part. And Lee doesn't seem to think I'm up to snuff. So I'm thinking I ought to talk to the professor and see if she could help. You've got to take part too. A proper rival is just the thing every team needs to keep growing stronger after all. Keeps you motivated, right? The professor's house is way down at the end of Route 2, so let's head there and give our teams a chance to turn up a bit along the way. As long as I get to hit all the Pokemons and steal all of the people's items. Someone's gotta give me something. Oh, hello. Alright, that's useful information. Are there no voice screens in this game? Oh, now you're gonna teach me how to catch Pokemon. Yeah, it's just showing me how to catch Pokemon. I've done it 10,000 times already. Of course you're gonna catch a Mew. Yay, Pokeballs! How many? Oh my god, thank you. Hallelujah. Okay. At least I didn't take it. Yes, you! Oh my god, and then there's a red box there. I'm gonna put both of you. Oh, I have 25 Pokeballs. Popular as a herding dog in the Galar region. As it runs, it generates electricity from the base of its tail. Yes, I would. And I don't really have a nickname for it on the top of my head, so I'm gonna name it Lemon Bark. Like lemon bar, but bark because it's a dog. Oh, I'm so clever. I'm gonna have to probably change your name though. I want you. Aided by the soft pads on its feet, it silently raids the food stores of other Pokemon. It survives off its ill-gotten gains. Come on. I'm trying to just look up a simple question on Google and my computer doesn't want to work. Of course. Okay, for now, its name is going to be just going to be Fox. What are you? You're a weird looking turtle. Really weird looking turtle. I'm not gonna keep you on my team. I'm gonna keep the dog and the fox though. Ooh, ouch, oh no. Because one water turtle wasn't enough for Pokemon Universe. Apparently the itch of its teeth impels it to snap its jaw at anything in front of it. Oh, I thought of another name. What is it? Hold on, gotta look it up. Spike. His name is Spike. We're gonna name it Spike. Because it reminds me of, what is it called? Land Before Time, apparently. Because I'm a weirdo. Heal. I'm gonna heal up, then I'm gonna go back to Route 1 and catch things on Route 1 really quick, because I don't know if they're gonna be on Route 2. And then we'll go back to Route 2 and finish catching the rest, if there's anything different. I also need to catch Wooloo. Oh wait, I said that we were gonna go to Route 1. I want to catch a Wooloo, and I want to catch anything else that I wasn't able to catch. Oh, yep, catch the bird. And I want to be on my team either at the moment. But I also don't know how the other two evolved, so I mean I can learn them from that and very easily change my mind. I don't have a name for this little guy. Fall asleep so he can't tell me what the things in Kirby are called. It will bravely challenge any opponent, no matter how powerful. This Pokemon benefits from every battle. Even a defeat increases its strength a bit. If only that were true. What? Jesus Christ, I'm just thinking of all kinds of names. What is it called? Alright, never mind. I don't like that name. So, we're gonna name him Jif. Because I don't know what else to call him at the moment. We're gonna name it Sir Puppy Cheeks. I don't know what else to name it. Found throughout the Galar region, this Pokemon becomes uneasy if its cheeks are ever completely empty of berries. Interesting. Sir Puff Cheeks. There we go. And I'm gonna just name you Lulu because that's all I want to call you. Oh wait, you're on the other. Wait, no. Sorry, we're in this place, right? Its curly fleece is such an effective cushion that this Pokemon could fall off a cliff and stand right back up at the bottom, unharmed. It's a sheep mattress. Serta. Okay. Man, I am so original. Okay. These are the only Pokemon I can think of at the moment. So let's go back and heal and drop them off and then go to Raptor. And I wonder if I'm going to be able to buy Pokeballs then. Because that would be great. So what kind of... Is this just a normal type? It is just a normal type. Because it's just a normal type. I'm moving to the box. Normal types are pointless. I like my trainer ID. It's pretty simple. Alright. Let's see if there's any other Pokemon. I also want shiny Pokemon. Happens to be a shiny, I'll be okay again. I would love to get a shiny fox. Or doggy. At the very beginning of the game, if I decide to like play this game when I'm not streaming or recording or whatever, and I have a shiny one, definitely. gonna have to train her to turn foxes or doggies. Okay, we'll just use a quick attack. Okay, my fox just can't do anything. They have a fox Pokemon! And I just made it Kitsune. I don't know what it is. The Japanese word for fox, because I am original. No! I gotta feed you. I also caught all the other things, but those are the ones that I'm excited about. Foxes never do that. Usually the young Oh yeah, it's called turtle. Turtle is water. Oh my god, I just realized that the turtle even has a spike on its head. The name Spike is perfect. I didn't mean to put a spike on its head, it just reminded me of Spike from the Land Before Time. Because it got chomped down and everything. Doggy must be the rare one on this group. Excuse me? That's gotta be on this group, this weird looking fucking bug. I just realized there's a bug and this is a dark type Pokemon. Now the smartest move. I just did. It's definitely related to the water starter. Final evolution. know it's burned right now. It has no effect either. Sometimes you can hear the clicking on the controller. I had to do what I had to do. Oh! You automatically have a fishing rod? They got rid of that. The earlier done. It is virtually worthless in terms of both power and speed. It is the most weak and pathetic Pokemon in the world. That's not true. Sunkern exists, stat-wise. What are we gonna name you? Oh, Oreo. He took away all your spots, didn't he? Sorry, I had you out my kitty cat. We're gonna name it Winston because its name's gonna be Winston. That's what I should have named the grass starter. If I got the grass starter, I should have named it Winston. This name's gonna be Winston, but when I get the grass starter, that's it. His name's gonna be Winston. So if I do it again, is it gonna be a Magikarp again? Come on. Yep. I just realized I didn't pay attention to Winston when I was little. But Winston is Winston now. Okay, Winston is a boy. No, Mr. Toy. You can't do the grass. What does that mean? Why did he have what was happening with him? Oh, maybe it was his unnerved. Alright, well, whatever. I just wanted to see what was up with you. secrets of the dynamic phenomenon yet? Oh goodness no, the whole thing is still full of questions. I'd hoped that my granddaughter would take over my research, but... Dear me, I'm sorry, I didn't even notice my guest. I'm gonna lay down, guys. I hope you'll be able to hear me just fine. I'll get closer to the mic if I can. Sitting down is getting annoying on my back. Yes, I'm on a bed. Amy. My name is Magnolia. Welcome, young trainers. Now come, let's head indoors. Why, Hop, dear. I see Wooloo has made some new friends. And you must be Tabby. I trust you received the Pokedex from Sonia. I'm sure you'll have it complete in no time. You must already know about Dynamaxing, right, Tabby? Professor Magnolia has been doing research into the dynamic phenomenon for years and years. And it takes a proper understanding of the thing if you plan to use Dynamaxing to the fullest. But I don't plan on using it. I didn't use Z crystals. I don't care for Ultra Beast. I took a long time to accept, actually not that long. I like Megas now. And I forget, I didn't care for the trial Pokemon, the Totem Pokemon. So, I mean, I'm not gonna accept it, it's that simple. Sorry, not open-minded. There are other things that are worth knowing about, too, you know? Like how many different types of tea there are. Hey, Professor, do us a favor, would you? Help me convince Lee he should endorse us for the gym challenge. Oh, Leon, why wouldn't you endorse them? Hop and Tabby only just started out as Pokemon trainers. There's still loads they don't know yet. Dearie, I thought your dream was to have everyone in Galar region become strong trainers, isn't that right? Well, yeah, you're not wrong. That goal is precisely the reason I gave them both Pokemon, in fact. Right then, in that case, how about this? Let's see if the two of you can show me such a brilliant battle that I'm left with no choice but to endorse you. And don't worry, I'll make sure both your teams are in good shape before the battle starts. Right, I'll be waiting outside, Tabby. Is there anything else in here? Sorry. Oh, look it. She is a little turtle. Oh, I need a drink. And of course, I don't have one at the moment. So in case you didn't know, we have moved since the last time. Well, no, I think I addressed it in a couple of videos that I've done. But since we moved, we have a bigger room, and yeah, we have a lot of things that we need in our room now. So since I needed a drink, I was just easily able to just reach over and get a drink. I don't see anything that would be worthy of grabbing. Ooh. Ooh, yes, please. Thank you. Oh, payback, not payday. Like, ooh, I'm gonna immediately give that to my foxy. Yes, please. Thank you. Let's see if we can do this. I just realized I haven't saved in a while. I'm rather interested in seeing how you two young trainers battle too. Listen, you two, the reason I'm unbeatable is because I learned from every battle I see or take part in. That's how I've gotten to where I am today. So show me something good in this battle. Yeah, like I hope I win because like I said, I haven't saved in a while. Tell me that you guys can't currently hear me. I'm sorry, you do double. I don't get it. Whatever. I guess there's gonna be a commentary let's play going up on the channel. Because I don't know how to fix it. Let's begin. Working in the moment. Quickly change again because I noticed the game is very loud. Pretty loud. Maybe that's why you can't hear it. Because the game is change it to this and maybe it doesn't take effect until I stop streaming. I'm gonna stop streaming for a second. No, it says that the game is still really loud. Okay, well, I don't know why it refuses to go any quieter. See, it still says that there's game volume, even though I turned it off. So, I don't know. Well, I guess that's the best it's gonna get. Sorry, everyone. I tried. It's not like there's anyone here anyway. I know, David. I'm sorry. I tried my best to fix it, but I can't figure out how to do it. I changed all the settings. Tried really hard to change all of the settings, and like I even muted it, and it was still not changing the game sound for some reason. Would be to like restart OBS, and I don't want to have to do that and lose out on everything. Oh, whoops, I didn't pay attention. Oh, that's so cool! I like that ability. I don't know what Pokemon he's throwing out, so I'm gonna throw out Lemon Bark. I thought he was gonna throw out Frisbee, but I didn't pay attention. Well, gonna be paralyzed. Ooh, interesting new move. Ranch poke. I still don't know what kind of Pokemon he's taking out, because I don't know how to pay attention with my life. We're gonna bring out Lemon Bark again. Oh! That feels good. And I even got my Pokeball thrown perfect too. The sting of defeat and the joy of victory. I guess going through both is the key to the two of us getting stronger, right? Tabby, hop. Well, after seeing a match like that one, I suppose I have little choice but to give you both an endorsement as champion. Yes, thanks, Lee. I swear I'm going to win my way through the gym challenge to reach you. You may both be young still and plenty rough around the edges, but it was a proper battle. Charizard and I were both feeling the excitement in every last cell in our bodies. Hop, you always tended to get caught up in things like how you throw your Pokeball out. Things that have nothing to do with the real strength. Honestly, I had been worried about you still obsessing over that sort of nonsense, but it seems you really have grown a bit, little brother. And I'd like to see some more thrilling Pokemon battles out of you too, Tabby. Alright, Tabby, you and me are gonna train up against one another to aim for that champion title. The more we keep battling against one another, the more our Pokemon will grow. Ooh! Would you look at this? They're wishing stars. Since there are two of them, you should take one for yourself. A stone found in a Galar region with a mysterious power. It's said that your dream comes true if you find one. With one of these, my Pokemon can Dynamax. They're gonna be massive. Yes! Trust you will pull something like this. They say wishing stars fall down for those who have true wish in their heart, you know? I will be the greatest trainer ever. I will be the greatest trainer ever. I will be the greatest trainer ever! There, I've said it 3 times, so surely my wish will come true now, right? Don't be silly, Hop. Those wishing stars are composed of a curious sort of rock containing unknown power. They are one of the most precious resources we have here in the Galar region. But they won't do a thing for you in that state. Give them to me now, and I'll have you sorted. Ah, right, you've done heaps of research on Dynamax phenomenon, haven't you, Professor? Then please, give Tabby and me the power of Dynamax our Pokemon. First, we gotta battle against that mad Pokemon in the Slumber Weald. And now this, it really feels like we're getting caught up in the adventures of a lifetime. I do understand your excitement, young man, but don't get carried away. You want to save your excitement for tomorrow's journey. Seems I came back home right in time for all the excitement. Hey, you lot. Why not have some dinner? You must be hungry, right? I've been totally obsessed with making the latest trendy curry. It's morning at last, and time for our adventure to truly start. Good morning to you, young challengers. Hop, is it true you really met some Pokemon you didn't recognize? Is there anything more you can tell me about it? Well, there was weird, heavy fog, and then this even weirder Pokemon appeared. Tabby tried to fight it off, but then I think we both passed out or something. It's all pretty hazy. Ah, a right fount of information you are. Tabby, Hop, these are for you. I made them by fitting the wishing stars you found last night into those bands. It's just like the one Lee has on him too. Now we can Dynamax our Pokemon like he does. My word, you don't waste any time, do you? I think you'll find it's not so simple as all that. There are a number of conditions you must meet if you hope to have your Pokemon Dynamax and take on the gigantic form. Now don't be afraid to go all sorts of places and meet all sorts of Pokemon. That will help fill out your Pokedex too. The legend of our reign is finally about to begin. Come on, Tabby, I'll beat you to the station. You know how you sometimes see Pokemon wandering about out into tall grass, yeah? If you move real slow-like and crouch down, those Pokemon won't pay you any attention. But on the other hand, if you whistle at them, you'll be sure to catch their attention. If you're a bit rubbish at whistling, just remember this. Need a fail-proof trick? Press the left stick. I don't want to catch that. So I can just keep doing this. And they'll come to me. No, there doesn't seem to be anything special about that lemon bark. Hello, Mr. Lemon Bark! No, this lemon bark is not... Where am I supposed to go? There was no place over here, right? I have to go back up here, I assume? Wow, they travel far. Oh yeah, he said train station or something like that. I want to keep playing. Where's the Y button? Why am I a dude? I don't want to be a dude. I don't want to be a dude. For now, I'm gonna be Evie. Why would you make me a dude? Sir, oh, Wonder Trade. I might just catch a random Pokemon to do just that. Screw it. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Some lucky person is gonna be getting this puppy face. Oh yeah, I should probably take the Magikarp off of my team because I don't plan on keeping him on my team. Excuse me. Where's the grant? You sleep talking. Oh yeah? Whatever you say. What's working? Yeah, everything's working fine except I can't get the game volume to turn down for the life of me. So even when the mic is working, the game volume on OBS will not lower. So you still can't hear me. So I'm still streaming, but I've officially quit like commentary. Like I'm still talking and stuff, but you won't be able to hear me. But I found out that we might be able to play co-op again. Yeah. Select the Pokemon to trade and leave the rest up to us. I'm gonna do like a Wonder Trade. Oh, darn it. I can't select a Pokemon in my party. I have to go to the Pokemon Center. So I'm gonna try to Wonder Trade. I caught a Magikarp. And you fell asleep again. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. not found anything. Okay, well, while it's doing that, I'm gonna go back to the settings in OBS. Stop the stream, I think, for a minute, and bring OBS back up to see if that helps. Nope, it just doesn't want to change the settings to anything lower. I already have it, like, super low on my end. I wonder if I do this, will it change? No. What if I... How is it still searching? Is really no one using the surprise thing? What if I do this? Nope. Alright, well, I tried. I just feel like playing. I don't know why it's taking so long to find a surprise thing. Since the moment you chose Grookey as a partner, darling, Professor Magnolia was kind enough to let us know that you two were setting out. So here, a last little gift to see you well set on your way. All the kit you'll need for camping. No matter what happens out there, if you and your partner are together, I know you'll be fine. Thanks, Mum. And just think how lucky you are. Mother of the first ever pair of champion brothers. Because I'm certain to be the champion next. You'll see. Of course you will be, darling. Anyway, do have fun and take care of yourselves. You'll be welcome back home anytime. Wish us luck. Not that we'll need it. There are loads of brilliant trainers and all kinds of Pokemon out there waiting for us. My excitement's running ahead of me even faster than the train can go, Tabby. Come on, we're off. Mostoke is surrounded by a vast wild area. It's a real sight. There's all sorts of wild Pokemon just wandering about everywhere you look. Plus, you can camp out, do a spot of fishing. I don't think I could ever get tired of it. Hey, Mr. Station Master, isn't this the wild area? What have we stopped here for? Yes, this is the wild area station. Make no mistake. I'm sorry to tell you that the train is halted due to a flock of Wooloo on the tracks. What's there to be sorry about? This is brilliant! this wild area is massive. There are loads of Pokemon to battle here. You get it, don't you, Tabby? This is the best possible place to put together the greatest team. Yes, please. You've had a Let's Go experience with Eevee, haven't you? I hope you'll have another Let's Go experience with this Eevee too. Is this locked? It's a gift Pokemon. Well, I assume it's locked. I was not expecting this. I don't know what to name it. I don't know. I don't know what to name it. His name's gonna be Cider for now. And I got Pikachu. Oh, I don't know if Pikachu should be on my team though. Well, Pikachu's name is always Tornado. Don't know why. Been that way for a while now. Let me see if you can. I'm gonna save my game. Oh wait, is it because I'm not on Wi-Fi? Yeah, that would be why, genius. Doi. If I connect to the internet, then I'll be able to find someone. Duh. Okay, well, never mind then. What the hell are those beacons? Hey, yeah, you can rest my Pokemon. And between there and here are countless new Pokemon waiting to be met. Oh, hello. And if it isn't Sonia. My gran gave me a proper earful in her own way. Those two young trainers are setting out on a journey. But what are you doing with your life? Never mind. Never you mind that. Nothing to worry yourselves over. Besides, I'd been quite curious about that Pokemon you two met in the forest. I'd be thinking I should look into it, so the timing works out fine. If I discover something really huge, then maybe even Gran will admit I've got some talent. Yikes, being an adult has got its own challenges, eh? I said you needn't worry about it. I'm glad to be on the road. Really, it's been ages. It'll be great fun to fish and camp and rough it out again. Well, I'm off to go stick my head in as many of those red glowing dens as I can find. I'm going to battle the snot out of a bunch of dynamic Pokemon and fill in another page in the tale of my legend. Quit cheek. Dynamic Pokemon are really on another level, you know? You'd better Dynamax your partner Pokemon too, if you want to take on an opponent that strong. You'll find spots here and there in the wild area that emit a red beam of light. If you think you're up to it, check them out. There'll be a dynamic Pokemon lurking inside. So with that, how about I send you off with a little treat from me? Oh, sweet. Yeah, I might need to catch more Pokeballs depending on how many Pokemon are here. I'm not leaving until I catch as many as possible. And then after this area, I'll probably call it quits for the night and try to fix all of the issues that I have. The large Pokemon you see wandering around in a wild area are strong. If you try battling one and it seems like you're in over your head, try to run. Run like the wind. I will catch me an Onix, please. Thank you. I just realized I don't have a grass or a water Pokemon on me. Yep, never mind. You will run away so that I can go get a, Okay, what button do I press? This button, this button, this button, this button. It's not this one. No. I don't want to use Eevee or Pikachu at the moment. I know, I still have to feed you, my pretty girl. But how do I use it? Is it in key items? Oh, maybe I have to place down a camp first? This is what I get for not reading. Okay. There we go. I was just pushing the wrong button. I guess for now we'll put Mr. Turtle on the team. Although I really don't care for Mr. Turtle. Oh, that was a female thumb. No! Devil gets the minty nose. Wow. Your physical sucks. brushes away grime with its tail can be helpful when cleaning, but its focus on spotlessness can make cleaning more of a hassle. I saw that you were a female. And you are also a bug. Don't kill it. And then there's the bumblebee. Camilla wants to learn double kick. Sorry, Kawaii. There's no point in having you on the team. Chance at getting an Onyx. Cooking at your camp can restore HP to your Pokemon and even the PP they need to use their moves over and over. The pillar of red light you'll see in the wild marks Pokemon dens. Dynamic Pokemon dwell in these dens, and you'll be able to battle them by investigating the den. You can start the battle on your own or get up to 3 other players to help you out. Could have caught a butter tree and I was supposed to do it. Gonna need a ton more balls. Wow, level 15. The Onyx must have been it. That's why I haven't gotten it back. Don't kill it. I'm gonna have to get them healed after this one. Because I don't think Cornella's gonna live. Oh. Hello. I don't know if you can hear me that well because, of course, my sound is just not working properly. I have it connected to my Elgato and to my computer. I mean, there's only three. All of the main series games are all on like handhelds. So, I mean, I prefer the older games as opposed to this one, but this one's not bad so far as a main series game. Any game that's not on a handheld system are like spin-offs. Right now I'm just trying to collect as many Pokemon as I can, but they're all not being nice. I have to get more Pokeballs. Oh, it's a girl. Well, her name is Travis. Don't care. I personally prefer the 3DS games. But that's just, well, I prefer X and Y. X and Y are my favorite 3DS games, but in terms of Pokemon in general, I prefer the remakes of Gen 2 are probably my favorite. The only Pokemon games out for Switch are the new ones, Sword and Shield, and Pokemon Let's Go, Eevee, and Pikachu. And to be honest, I wasn't thrilled with Pokemon Let's Go, Eevee, or Pikachu. It was just like Pokemon Let's Go, but on the Switch. These games are pretty good so far, but I'm not that far in. Sun and Moon weren't my favorite either. Like I said, my favorite have to be X and Y and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Those ones were pretty good. Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon, not my favorite, but to each their own. Sun and Moon, the originals, were pretty hand-holdy. Like, the entire game just felt like Sun and Moon are 3DS. All of the games, all of the Pokemon games are on handheld except for Sword and Shield and Let's Go Pokemon Eevee and Pikachu. So unless you want to spend $200 some odd to get a Switch and then another $60 to get Sword or Shield, if you already have a 3DS, I would just recommend spending like $15 and getting one of the previous Pokemon games for 3DS. And I would personally recommend either X and Y or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. If you've played the original Ruby and Sapphire, then I would recommend Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire over over X and Y, but up to you. Oh God, I'm gonna do it. She's gonna kick my ass. She's gonna be level 30. Ooh, 26. Ooh, no. No, honey, no. Please allow me to run. Thank you. I won't make that mistake again right now. I want to catch all the Pokemon. How can I do that if you're throwing level 20s at me? I have to get this one. Well, it depends on how much money you have. If you have enough money, or you think you're gonna get a Switch for Christmas or something like that, and you're just getting back into it, why not give this one a try? You know, it's the newest Pokemon game, and it has the most, it has, I think, unique features, as opposed to other routes where you just have to follow the path. I haven't made it that far in this one, but I mean, this one literally just threw me out into a field and said, have fun, hope you enjoy, and I'm like, yes please, thank you. If you don't have that much money, it would just be a lot cheaper to get a 3DS, and then grab X or Y or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. They're pretty cheap. You could get a 3DS for like $50 maybe, and then you could get X or Y or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire for $20 maybe. So personally, I love X and Y. Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire are also amazing, but in terms of games after that, so Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Let's Go Eevee Pikachu, and I haven't made it hard enough in this one to really make a judgment call, but I don't know. There was just something about X and Y that really spoke to me. I don't know the last time you played a Pokemon game, but by comparison, if you're just wanting to get into Pokemon again, each game does a really good job of explaining its new feature, but I feel like... Ooh, I forgot about that. I feel like X and Y is the easiest to adapt to. But each game you also don't have to do its new feature. Like X and Y, they have Megas, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they have Totem Pokemon, you're forced to deal with them. And their other gimmick is also Pokemon calling for friends. And then in this one, Pokemon become giants. Gen 2 is my favorite. Well, okay, I don't know how true that is. They're like my favorite or second favorite. They ended up remaking the Gen 2 games for They ended up remaking the Gen 2 games for Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Oh no, Lemon Bark! And those were pretty good, but they're like $40. So I would recommend if you're just looking to get back into Pokemon, and you don't need to be on the hype train of the new games, I would recommend just picking up a 3DS for pretty cheap and then trying X or Y or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I never played much of Gen 5 or even Gen 4. I played Gens 1, 2, and 3. Oh my god! This is driving me nuts! Get the damn ball. If I had more than one great ball, this thing would be in it by now. I got not nice words. You're gonna kill my Pokemon. Yeah, after I like the first 3 gens, and then afterwards they just started going too much for me. But I'm still here. I am a true Pokemon fan through and through. They get me every year. Okay, bye. I'm gonna catch this thing. Gen 7. I did not like. I can't recommend Gen 7 personally. I did not like pretty much anything about it. Oh my god! How is this thing not in a damn ball? You know what? If you kill it, I don't care. This thing deserves to be dead. Good. Die. I would get Gen 6. I would get X and Y or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Definitely. Agreed. They have far too many Pokemon now. And here I am. They're up to like 800 and something. And here I am. Come here, Butterfree. Come here. Butterfree! 3DS. And you should definitely get a, for the 3DS, you should definitely get an, what are they called? The XLs, the 3DS XLs. Why did I come all the way over here? The bigger screen is so much better, and there's no difference between the standard and an XL. Or you can even get a 2DS, like, and they have, 2DS XLs and stuff like that. The 3DS and 2DSs are pretty inexpensive, and there's really no need to get specifically a 3DS because almost none of the game is in 3D. You mean, what do you mean you don't know what they've done? They pretty much 6th gen is like, I didn't play much 5th gen. But 6th gen, they really started to want to get people back into Pokemon. So they started adding new features each generation. So in 6th gen, they added Megas. So it's just a temporary evolution during the entire battle. In 7th gen, they just like do new gimmicks every single generation now. Yeah, I would recommend that one. I haven't made it far enough into this one to recommend this one or not. So, I think that you should try out 6th gen. Try that one first. And if you find yourself into Pokemon again, then try this. I don't want you to, I know you say don't worry about the money or anything like that, but I can't recommend that you go and spend nearly $300 for something that you might not enjoy. god, nothing wants to. Your budget's 300? Oh, that's 300 euros. Oh, that's even... What is that? It's like... Probably like close to 450 in America. If you want to go all out on trying a Pokemon experience, then by all means, try out the new game. In America, the Switch is like $200. So in Europe, I would assume that's probably like 125 or 150 euro. Pounds. Sorry. I don't know. I are dumb American. And a brand new game in America is $60. So I assume that that's probably around 40 your currency. Well, how into Pokemon are you? Like, do you have the fever to play Pokemon for nostalgia? Or do you have the fever to, like, get really into it? I can't stand these mopes. Stay in the damn ball, or you're gonna die. Thank the Lord. You want to get back into it. Do you have friends that are into Pokemon? What is? Is that? How do you? Oh, I love Fire Red. Yes, Fire Red was amazing. This looks to be my poor kitty cat. No. They haven't remade Gen 1. The closest remake they did for Gen 1 recently was Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. But all they did was like remake Kanto. It's not even remotely close. If you like Gen 2, then like I said, they remade Gen 2 for games called Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Those definitely have to be like the best Pokemon games in my opinion. You can, well actually no, they did make it later on that you could have Pokemon following you as well, but they are good remakes. They're really good. Their Heart Gold and Soul Silver are DS games, just regular DS games. They'll play on a 3DS. Try out the new 3DS games, definitely pick up X or Y or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Definitely. That's what I personally recommend to everyone. Is to try X and Y. My boyfriend's been wanting to play Pokemon games, and I always tell him, like, I highly recommend trying X and Y and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, because I think that they're pretty amazing. And he already knows to stay clear of Gen 7 at all costs. See, like, I like this game so far, but it doesn't scream Pokemon, because I can run around and do whatever I want. Yeah, that's what I would recommend. Keep going, my Pokemon. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, if you, it's been shortened down online to ORAS, O-R-A-S. That's, you know, that's just the abbreviation for it because of how long the name is. They're just remakes of Gen 3, so they're also pretty good remakes. They actually acknowledge that they're remakes in a way, because so many things have changed since they were originally released. So they kind of bring it up, like, oh, I think in a different universe, this played out differently, kind of thing. Pretty cool. I'm in the wrong spot. If you ever played Gen 3, they're pretty good. But if you haven't played past Gen 2, it's not gonna make much of a difference. You can pretty much, like, start anywhere for Pokemon games. They do a pretty good job at trying to catch people up. You might have to give me a minute. My cat is stupid. The frog one is X and Y. You mean, Greninja? The one that's in Smash Brothers? That's Gen 6. He's pretty cool. He's probably one of the best starters that they've created in a long time, in my opinion. I'm just getting my ass kicked. Alright, bye. I don't have any more good Pokemon left. Going well. Hello, people. Said you would. Yeah, I know what you mean. They started adding gimmicks starting in Gen 6 because people weren't that into it anymore. So not only did they make them 3D, but they also had to add a gimmick each generation. But you can easily, well, after they, I can't deal with it no more. I'm just gonna run away. And I'm just gonna trade up my Pokemon because I can't deal with it no more. I can't keep, I'm gonna lose my shit. Wait, didn't I see a sparkly thing? I guess I did not see a sparkly thing. I think I can just place down a campsite. I don't know. See, you know, this game isn't much better. I can place down a campsite, I guess. And a wild area or camping spot, and then it won't let me. So, I mean, you know, this game is just as confusing. They didn't really make it 3D. I think the only thing 3D about the 3DS games is battles. But for Gen 7 they just like omitted it entirely. There's no 3D in that game whatsoever. So, but the game, but Gen 6. So, you know, X and Y and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, they're just good games overall, with or without the 3D. Yeah, they started this. They started the 3D games with Gen 6. So the 3DS games, they started making your character models actually look like this instead of 2D sprites. But obviously this is gonna look a lot better than a 3D. Than the 3DS games. But you know, just because it looks better doesn't mean it is better. For example, I am doing nothing but constantly running around trying to catch Pokemon that say a hell no. Yeah, they really got me when they released Gen 6. Oh, hello. That, like, part of the thing that really drew me to it, I did not like the gimmick that they added initially, but after I saw the 3D character models, I was like, alright, Nintendo, you have my money. This game looks pretty. Here I am, saying I'm gonna train my Pokemon. And I avoid all possible confrontation. Man, oh man, I am the world's biggest hypocrite. You want the good old games but with new graphics? Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. X and Y stays pretty true to the usual Pokemon formula, just with its gimmick. But if you want to stick to tried and true, get Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, because they're just remakes of Gen 3, but in 3D. And with slight changes, because like I said, they're happening 10 years later and they acknowledge this. Yeah, I would test the waters by trying out the 3DS games, because they're in 3D. No need to fear. And, you know. Oh! I thought that these were trainers. What platform would give you the best experience? I still say 3DS. This is the only main series game so far to be on Switch. So if you want to stick to tried and true Pokemon feeling, 3DS. 3DS, you can go back and they've remade, they have from Gen 4 all the way up to Gen 7 full of games that you can play on the 3DS. So if you get tired of playing X and Y or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, you can just go ahead and move to Gen 7. You can go back and do, you know, Gen 5 and Gen 4. There's a lot of games that you can just play on the 3DS. Kinda. If you look up gameplay footage, it's pretty similar. I mean, it's a 3DS. The 3DS was made back in like 2011, so it's not gonna look as pretty, but I think it's a very similar experience. And because it's a 3DS and it has two screens, this is gonna be the top screen. What you're seeing right now is gonna be the top screen, and the bottom screen is more or less gonna be like this. Is gonna be like your menu system. But it's gonna be very similar to this, just a little, you know, downgrade in graphics because it's an older system. There are, like I said, I would recommend either getting a 3DS XL or a 2DS XL. There's literally no difference in either of them, except for the 2DS obviously doesn't do the 3D aspect, and the 2DS or the 3DS does. But there is no real 3D in these Pokemon games anyway. Like 3D feature for the 3DS. They're gonna be 3D, you know, sprites exactly like this, but they're not gonna be popping out at you like you were at a movie theater. Yeah, the XL gives you a bigger screen. So there's a whole bunch of different 3DSs and stuff like that, but the original 3DS is pretty tiny. So I would recommend to get a bigger screen. So the XL, either any kind of the XL, I would recommend. In fact, I have several. I have several 3DSs. I have two with capture cards in them, and then I have several just 3DS XLs, and at no point do I ever reach for my standard 3DS unless I'm like doing some sort of screen recording, because that has the capture card in it. I always play on my 3DS XLs because they have the bigger screen, and it's you know, it's just so much better and easier to see on. Yep, XY, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, they're two separate games. But yep, X and Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire on the 3DS XL. That's what I always tell my boyfriend whenever he wants to play. I always tell him to just take one of my 3DSs and take one of those games, and he always tries it out. Although he has ADHD, so he always gets distracted pretty easily. But he really wants to get into it, and he just hasn't sat down to do it. Of course. No problem. I hope I was able to help you. You'll have to update me at some point on how that goes. I look forward to seeing if you end up enjoying it or not. Aw, thank you! I appreciate that. I've been away from YouTube for a little while now because of life and adulting, but I'm hoping that for next year, I already have video ideas planned, so that I'll be able to do more, but I do try to be as active as I can be when I can. So if I see someone's commented, or, you know, ask me a question or anything like that, when I have the time to get on, I almost always respond. The difference between the standard 3DS and the 3DS XL, or the 2DS. The standard 3DS is just a tiny screen. Like, you know, cell phones nowadays have big ass screens. I'm holding my boyfriend's phone, which is what made me think of it. Think of the 3DS has like the standard size screen of like most smartphones nowadays on the top of the screen. The bottom screen is smaller, and the standard 3DS is even smaller than that. They're pretty small screens. And then the XLs for 3DS and 2DS are the same exact size. Just one can do the 3D gimmick that began the whole 3DS line, and one can't. I know the UK school system. I used to have friends that lived there. You guys go to high school, and then you guys like graduate at 16 or something like that. Then you go to college, and then you go to university. In America, you graduate high school at the age of 18, and then you have the option of going to a university. We don't have like an intermediate in between. You can either just go right into the workforce, or you can go to a 2 or 4 year school called, you know, we call it college, but, you know, it's the equivalent of your university. Size does not matter, but if you don't want to strain your eyes, I would definitely recommend the XL anyway, as you said. Besides, I think personally, it's probably easier to just, to get your hands on an 3DS XL. They pumped a lot of those out. Yeah, I know the feels. I go to work 40 hours a week, and then, well, 37 close enough, and then I go to the gym 3 or 4 times a week as well, so I don't have much time for anything. And then, of course, my days off consist. I am too focused on fighting or talking to be able to focus. Good time. Focus on anything else. I get like 2 hours in every now and then if I'm lucky. Oh, my Oreo. My pretty girl. Yeah, I could only imagine. I don't know how tough school is there, but I understand. College is a lot more difficult. Well, balancing college and a job seems a lot more difficult than adulting. Yep, you definitely can. On the 3D, the 3DS is a handheld system, so you can definitely play on the go so long as it's charged. You can play Switch on the go too, but that's for down the road after you finally get back into Pokemon. So you do the typical 9 to 5. I work in the afternoon it depends on the day. But I work in the afternoon for 8 hours a day for the most part. Then I go to the gym right afterwards. Then I come home and it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. So. What time is it there for you right now? You're in Europe. You're in the UK. So that means you're like 6 or 7 hours ahead, right? So it's like 7:30 or 8:30 there, right? Excuse my boring gameplay, but as you saw, I was having the world's most difficult time picking Pokemon. And apparently my brain doesn't want to work. I can't multitask right now. So. You finished work at 4 in the morning? I swear I hear Beedrills, and I never see one. Oh, a Metapod. Metapod. I don't think I could ever. Well, I could. I could work the overnight shift. In fact, that's what my boyfriend does. But I prefer to be at home during the night. Not because I like to sleep at night. Oh no. That is not for me. I like to be alone at night. That sounds enjoyable. JK. Yeah, I have a pretty set schedule. I have Fridays and Saturdays off. And it usually consists of busy work that doesn't get done during the week. Man, my stream must be very entertaining to watch. I'm assuming you literally just have me on in the background. Well, no, you're messaging me, and I don't know if you can pop up the chat anywhere else. I'm just running around. I'm probably gonna have to go soon though, so that I can feed this poor kitty cat that's just acting like she's starving over here, even though she's got seconds. I haven't paid attention for like the last hour of what I've been doing. After I've decided that my Pokemon are too weak to do anything. Well, hopefully your schedule won't be like that forever. I guess he's not really a coworker anymore, cause he quit last week. Oh no, maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. And he got a different job, and he is a worried wart, and he is far too consumed by like thinking about the future to focus on what he needs to do now. He has things like anxiety and stuff like that, and he was just telling our co-workers via text that his new job is really stressing him out and stuff like that because he's too busy worrying about getting overtime in so that he can get enough money so that he can retire earlier, even though he doesn't have a family or anything like that yet. Which is why he wants to do it when he's young, but he's already burning himself out. Yeah, they just released these Pokemon games Friday for the Switch. They released Sword and Shield, and then last year they released Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, but I don't recommend them. If you've ever played Pokemon Go, you're just playing that, but on the Switch for $60 in Kanto. But it's not fun and it's not worth it. You work at Domino's, you mean? Or you woke up at Domino's? If you woke up at Domino's, I'm concerned for you. I don't know how much you drank to wake up at Domino's, but I'm concerned. If you work at Domino's, then it's really weird to be working until 4 o'clock in the morning. The Domino's around here, I think, close at 2. Yeah, the only recent platforms that Pokemon have been on are Switch as of this year and 3DS. Okay, working at Domino's is a lot better than waking up at Domino's. Wow, 40 hours a week at Domino's. God bless you. I don't know if I'd be able to do that. I work as a security guard, doing essentially nothing, but don't let them know that, because it's easy money. Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I swear I always pass one when I go to the gym, and it says that it's open at like 2. I'm like, alright then. That's okay. I get it. My phone is not much better. My phone insists on spelling things wrong for me. By the way, I'm sorry if you have a hard time hearing me. I noticed earlier that my audio was not supposed to cook me. We've been having nothing but audio problems this entire time, and I tried to decrease the game sound, but it said, not today, sis. What 3DS released this year? I want to say a 2DS XL. I want to say they released a new 2DS XL or something like that. The only difference between the new, literally they put the word like new in quotes, 2DS XL and new 3DS XL, is that they process the games a little bit quicker. What was that? I have no idea. I still haven't switched my Pokemon. I'm a beast. I've been meaning to do that for the past 5 battles. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. In fact, I don't know how into shiny hunting you ever were, but back Gens 1, okay, not really Gen 1, Gen 2 through 5, the odds of finding a shiny was 1 in 8,000 something something something. As of 6th gen and onwards, so X and Y all the way. Well, I don't know the odds of this game. I'm just assuming that the odds are the same. They halved it. So your odds of finding a shiny are, oh, there it goes. Your odds of finding a shiny are 1 in 4,000, which still seems like a lot, but it actually like really increases your odds. And each generation, they add some sort of new. They usually add some sort of new feature for you to be able to find shinies easier. So, I mean, that's what I do on my channel. I don't know if you were browsing my channel to ask about it, but that's what I typically do on my channel, is I like to look for shiny Pokemon. Because those different pixels, man, they turn me on or something. I don't know. They mentally turn me on. In fact, earlier, when my audio wasn't working the best, I was really hoping to get this awesome Foxrite impression shiny, or my Lemon Bark dog Pokemon shiny, because I think, I mean, I haven't made it that far into the game, but I'm like, ooh, I like the design of these Pokemon. We certainly do. There's actually a whole community of just trying to find shiny Pokemon. As soon as, well, not today, but whenever I'm not actually streaming this game, which I'm really hoping and planning on being able to stream or record this game story-wise every time I'm home and playing it. That's what I'm hoping to do. But when I feel like playing this game off of the dock, or if I'm not home, because this game is on this game is on the Switch. This is the brand new game that came out on Switch. I am 100% just going to sit around and look for shiny Pokemans. Oh yeah, and if you notice that little searching thing down in the corner, they added this feature actually back in X and Y called Wonder Trade, and I guess they just changed it to Surprise Trade. I did not know you had to be connected to the internet, and apparently the internet doesn't want to be connected on this Switch right now, so it's just not gonna shut up. I guess. Actually, can I cancel it? Yes, I can cancel the request. Thank God. Oh, maybe it won't. Oh, yes, it did. Hooray. I don't have to see that message anymore. Oh, crap. Based on what I've seen in this game so far, I think they based this region off of someplace in Europe. For example, they, you know, this is obviously the American version. This is the US version of the game. And they, in previous games, they've called your mom, like MOM. In this game, even though this is the American version, your mom is called Mum, M-U-M. So, they must be basing it off of someplace in Europe. Good! I'm glad to hear that. Trust me, I was so excited when they announced Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I was actually really excited for X and Y when they announced that in a 3D Pokemon game. Oh, that's what they needed to like bring it back for me. Because I didn't play much of Gen 4 or I didn't play any of Gen 5. So and like I said, in terms of recent Pokemon games, Gen X and Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire have to be my favorite. If I'm ever just like sitting here bored, I always debate about grabbing one of my copies of one of those games and restarting it. Oh, look it! My Klonoa's evolving! I don't know what it's gonna evolve into. I know it's that final evolution looks like it's a Sonic character. Wow. That evolution was way too quick. We're starting to look like we belong in Sonic now. Its thick and fluffy fur protects it from the cold and enables it to use hotter fire moves. Hello, pretty girl! I would love to be able to catch that Pokemon, but he kicked my ass in one hit. I'm quite sad I actually haven't run into a shiny Pokemon yet. Since I've done nothing but run around and run around and run around. I am sad. Oh, there is one difference between, like, that I can immediately think of graphics-wise between this game and, like, the games that you're gonna get is, the games that you're gonna get is truer to Pokemon, where if you just run around in the tall grass, you'll run into Pokemon in that game. Like, you know, doing this will make you run into a Pokemon. As opposed to this game where obviously you can see them. This is a new feature introduced into the Switch games. But I don't think it's I think it's really cool, but that still doesn't stop me from playing the other games. I still think that they're super awesome. That sounds cool. I like playing with my subscribers. Actually, I don't know if you have a computer or not, but I've been meaning to start playing a game called Pokemo, Poke-MMO. And that's just taking the 2D. you don't like seeing the Pokemon? I personally do. I think it's cool, but then you'll definitely enjoy X and Y because it's not like that in those games. But all it is the Poke MMO is it takes the old game, so it'll take like what ones do they have? Gen 5. I know they have Gen 5, and I think they have Fire Red and Leaf Green. And all it does is like put it on a server, and you can play with a whole bunch of different people at the same exact time. So it's really cool. I like playing that from time to time, and you know, if anyone ever wanted to play with me, I have no problem adding them and meeting up with them and stuff, because I just find it cool. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I have no problem going back and forth between just like not being able to see the Pokemon and being able to see the Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemo is pretty cool. My boyfriend was the one that actually introduced me to it. I think they have, like I said, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Gen 3. I don't know if they have Gen 2. They might. I think they have a lot. I think they have like the first, I think they have either Gens 1 through 5, or they're slowly working their way to getting all of them. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. You like seeing them, but you like the randomness of whatever you encounter. Or you think that it looks cool, but it takes away from the Pokemon experience itself. I get it. It's not everyone's cup of tea. I don't even know what Pokemon I have and don't anymore. Alright, sounds good. You have a good night. I enjoyed talking to you. Thank you for actually coming and interacting with me. I hope to talk to you again soon. Good luck with your Pokemon games. Have a good night. How am I ever going to be able to catch you without dying immediately? Bye-bye, my dear. Excuse me? Golark? Mostly chest gold. Best gold, whatever. Oh, Sister Ruby! I'm a cat. I'm a cat, you. Of course, Sweetness is a boy. The only difference is that the 3DS has this gimmick where you literally flip a switch and it's supposed to look like a 3D movie would. Like if you went to a movie and put on 3D glasses, it's supposed to look like it's popping out at you. And the only difference is that a 3DS is supposed to do that and a 2DS doesn't. And in terms of the Pokemon games, it really doesn't matter. The games that you're looking into buying, they have that feature in battle, like how I am right now. But, you know, in Gen 7, they don't have that. So, it really doesn't matter which one you want to get. It depends on how much you think you're going to use the 3DS feature. And if you think you're going to use the 3DS feature, I would recommend the quote-unquote new 3DS XL, because that one has a better like head tracker, so you can look at it from any direction and it shouldn't give you that much of a headache. But if you get like the older versions, it might give you a little bit of a headache to look at it, because you have to look at it at an exact angle. If you look at it at the exact right angle, it does look like they're popping out at you a little bit more, but it's nowhere near like movie theater, like, wow, it's popping out at you like you were a kid. It's just like, okay, they look a little bit closer to me than they do the background. So it's not really, it's not really worth it, honestly. But, you know, it's up to you what you would prefer, or whatever you find first, you know? Holy shit, I just realized this is level 29. Oh, well, guess who's getting their ass beat right now? Yes, yes. I mean the 3DS is the same exact way. It's literally just a switch that it's a slider that you can slide on and off. So you know you can have it off at all times, or you can turn it on. It's up to you. They're both nice and clear. It's just a matter of if you want to turn on the 3D feature or not. No problem. I am glad to help. All right. Good night. What the hell am I doing? Alright then. Maybe not. I can't. A Pokeball. What? Excuse me? Alright. It won't let its guard down. Really? Really? Oh wait, it can no longer escape. Everything all around. How am I supposed to catch this thing? What does that mean? What does that mean? Do I have to defeat this thing? because it's too strong. So I just wasted all of this time dying with the remaining of my Pokemon to get all of the experience. It was a ghastly.